Okay, clase, buen día. Just coming back to you again with this introduction to our Módulo 2, Capítulo 7. This is our video on the guide through our different activities, both in Canvas and in the textbook. So just a reminder that in Canvas, as you go through your activities, remember to follow the checklist in your document that says Mi Camino por el Módulo. Remember, those are not due on the first day. Those are just a checklist. All right? So in this chapter, we're talking about different sistemas educativos, so enjoy looking up those differences and similarities. We're going to continue our study of the past tense, the preterite past tense, to get familiar with it and learn some more things that we haven't covered yet. We've added some other additional videos to help, videos para ayudar, so make sure and take the time to look those up. We always recommend using YouTube on your own as well to find different helps, because anything, in our opinion, helps as you move through. Okay. Again, these activities are straightforward. Just keep filling in the blanks. Remembering that if it does ask you to have a conversation with an amigo or amiga, make sure and write the dialogue, both questions and answers if it requires that. Okay. Again, when there isn't a video present, please take the time to read through the instructions. Reach out for help if you need. If you find some videos that are helpful and that are different than the ones we have here, feel free to send them to me or share them with your compañeros y compañeras. Okay? Remember that you're responsible for doing both the en clase and en casa activities. Right? And remember to find instructions for the knowledge checkpoints, the muestra lo que sabes. Just click on the instruction points. In this case, you're matching what the different people were doing with phrases that make sense. All of these in the preterite past tense. Okay, and the second, in Llave 2 in Capítulo 7, we're introducing a second past tense, which is called the imperfecto. El imperfecto, so we'll be using those separately, and in the later chapter we'll be putting them both together. So as it explains here, this is just a tense that we use to talk about things that happen generally in the past, not specific times. Okay? Make sure and use the hints in the tables to figure out what you, when you're talking about things that you used to do, like what you used to do in elementary school, what you used to do in middle school, what you used to do in high school. Okay? Again, our recommendation for listening to audio in the textbook is using Google Chrome or Firefox. Safari doesn't seem to work. All right. Pretty straightforward here on these activities, since we've seen many things similar before. For the Diario 2, it follows the same pattern as Diario 1. You'll do a rough draft, primera versión. You'll turn that in. I'll give my comments, and then you'll have a chance to submit a final version, which will be graded. All of that is done in Canvas. Okay. Continuing with the study of the imperfecto, using it with the progressive tense, estaba caminando, estaba durmiendo. Again, if it asks for dialogue, make sure and write both as you go through these activities. Okay. Before I talk about possible 3Cs, one activity that I wanted to make sure we understood is in Módulo 2 there's something called la conversación con el profe Jeff. Okay, so this will be something that's done in the foro de discusiones. When you click on it, there's a video that explains how to do it, but essentially there are different dates when you should upload your responses, then ask questions and answer questions. What I've done is I've recorded some questions. You'll just click on the reply here and respond to that. Please do so using recordings. I did these recordings on my phone and just upload them. You can use Canvas Studio as well, as is explained there. Okay, let me know if you have any preguntas on that part. Okay. In this page, Cultura en Canciones Soy el Mismo, this is a fun song to recognize the use of el imperfecto, past tense, el imperfecto in a popular song by Prince Royce. Again, this is an activity you can do as part of modules 6 and 7. But if you do it now, it saves time and it's also a good review for you. Okay. In addition to that, there are other activities that will be given here in a couple pages. Here is our last mini quiz, the Muestra lo que sabes. And again, some additional activities. This is a typo here in the textbook. The can-do statements do not count for 3C's activities. Again, those will be part of Module 8. And the 3C's portfolios you can do now, but they're focused on Módulo 6 and Módulo 7. Right, after that we have some vocabulary review, and then finally the quiz. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Adios.